Henry Louis Vivian Derozio was an Indian poet, teacher, and social reformer who played a significant role in the Bengal Renaissance of the 19th century. He was born in 1809 in Calcutta, India, to a Portuguese-Indian father and an Indian mother. Derozio's father died when he was only a child, and he was raised by his mother and grandfather. Derozio's early education was in the traditional Indian style, but he was also exposed to Western literature and ideas through the books in his grandfather's library. He was a bright student and showed a strong interest in literature and poetry from a young age. In 1826, at the age of 17, Derozio was appointed as an assistant headmaster at the Hindu College in Calcutta. At the Hindu College, Derozio quickly made a name for himself as an innovative and dynamic teacher. He introduced his students to Western literature, science, and philosophy, and encouraged them to think critically and independently. Derozio's teachings had a profound impact on the young men of Bengal, many of whom went on to become leaders in Indian society. In addition to his teaching, Derozio was also a poet and writer. His poetry was characterized by its romantic and idealistic themes, and he is considered to be one of the earliest Indian poets to write in English. Derozio's poetry was widely read and admired in his time, and he is still considered to be one of the most important poets of the Bengal Renaissance. Derozio's influence on Indian society was not limited to his teaching and writing. He was also a strong advocate of the Indian Renaissance, a movement that sought to create a new, progressive vision for India. Derozio believed that India could only be modernized and developed if its people were educated and exposed to Western ideas. He argued that India should embrace Western science and technology, while also preserving its own cultural heritage. Unfortunately, Derozio's life was cut short by illness. He died in 1831 at the age of 22. Despite his early death, Derozio's ideas and activism continue to be celebrated and remembered in India. He is considered to be one of the most important figures of the Bengal Renaissance and is remembered as a pioneer of Indian education and a champion of the Indian Renaissance. To sum up, Henry Louis Vivian Derozio was a young, dynamic, and innovative teacher, poet, and social reformer who played a significant role in the Bengal Renaissance of the 19th century. He was one of the first Indian educators to disseminate Western learning and science among the young men of Bengal, and his teachings and activism had a significant impact on Indian society, particularly on the Young Bengal movement, which sought to create a new, progressive vision for India. He is remembered as a pioneer of Indian education and a champion of the Indian Renaissance.